Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video, and who would have guessed that this Gotenks would end up being like the worst I've ever done on a banner. Now, I don't know the exact numbers of how bad it was to rainbow this Gotenks, because as of right now, I have not uploaded all of the summon videos at the time that I'm recording this rainbow video for Gotenks. So I'm not really too sure, but I think it was the worst banner for me of all time, because, again, you have to understand in context, right? LR Goku and Frieza was a summonable LR banner with 12 featured units. This Gotenks banner was a completely normal 7-unit featured banner. This was just a, a generational shaft I think I got hit with on this Gotenks banner. So yeah, I'm going to have someone count all the stones used for me. We'll find out exactly how bad it was, because what's crazy is I rainbowed Boo, I believe, in 1,500 stones, and then I think I had 4 copies of Gotenks in, 2,000, 2,500, something like that, and then it took like another 5 or 6 or something like that just to get the last copy. Like, it was just like unbelievable. So, all right, this Gotenks is super good though, so at the very least it is for a really good unit. Let's go ahead and start testing them out on some events, as with our boy being rainbowed. Alright guys, so we're going to start out on Gotenks' team, the special pose / youth category team. Now, I would say it does feel a little bit better to me than, like, initial thoughts would kind of suggest. I really like this Super Saiyan Great Saiyan Man along with the Gotenks. I mean, this guy, because he's got Fierce Battle, he's a Buu Saga support, he has Supreme Power, he's got things like Signature. Well, no, he doesn't have Signature Pose. I don't think, wait, let me double check. I don't think this guy does have Signature Pose. No, he doesn't. But he's going to work pretty well on this team, really in any sort of Buu Saga situation. The friend Gotenks here is at 69%. Okay, cool. So we'll see how much damage he could do with one dupe in him. Now, Gotenks' team is not horrible. Like, it's not, like, the worst ever. But it's not the type of team that you would want to run, like, from a top-tier Dokkan Festival exclusive. And, I would say, well, okay, if I would rank the units by tiers, I think I probably would actually have Buu and Gotenks in sort of, like, the second tier for Dokkan Festival exclusive TURs. Like, I think I would put Cooler, Beerus, and Bardock, I think, in the top tier. And then I probably would have Gotenks and Buu in the secondary tier. By the way, what's his name? STR Blue Falcon Goku, I might not even have him in tier 2. Like, he, he might be a little bit even worse down than that. Because like, you think of the Spirit Bomb, oh, he's so good. He's so nasty with the Spirit Bomb. Yeah, except you, like, can never use it. Like, and that's the thing, like, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Super Buu are, like, so rare, it's hard to really count them. What was that, 1.79? I mean, that's without Fierce Battle. That's not the greatest, but his defense... Oh, I didn't check his defense, did I? His defense would have been, like, 150k plus minimum right there. That's the thing about this Gotenks, is his defense is always going to be incredibly high because of the fact that he greatly raises defense for one turn on his super attack. So he is always going to be rocking very high defensive stats, which is just going to be really, really good. Okay, here we go. This will be a really good turn for this Gotenks right here. Again, this Super Saiyan Great Saiyan Man unit, he's good for a lot of these units. And another thing I do want to point out as well is that a lot of these new Buu Saga units are getting Supreme Power. Alright, double super attack right there. So again, after that double super attack, I mean, this Gotenks, his defense is going to be like over 200k. Because every single time he super attacks, he's raising his defense by 50%. So it's going to be crazy. But just to talk about some of the units that have Supreme Power, the Majin Buu Saga Link, you have 1000 Day Goku, Great Saiyan Man 1 and 2, the EZA AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku, the Tech Dokkan Fest Majin Vegeta, the new one, Tech Base Vegito, this new Int Gotenks, the free-to-play Int Ultimate Gohan, the free-to-play Transforming Great Saiyan Man unit, the Dokkan Fest, Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku we just recently got, Super Saiyan Great Saiyan Man, the base Goten, and both the STR and physical Majin Vegeta units. The one is EZA, the other is free-to-play. Like, a lot of really good units are starting to have Supreme Power. So this is going to be a very good link for the Buu Saga team. It's only plus 1,000 attack and defense, but I mean, that is still something, right? It's not like that's not going to have an effect at all. Like, that's definitely something that will be able to help out. So I'm very pleased that they're continuing to put Supreme Power in a lot of these units. I mean, Sure, you know, is the Supreme Power Link going to help this Gotenks on fusions? No, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. What is Gotenks' defense right here? Okay. Now, I do want to point out that Gotenks, in his Super Saiyan form, he's really random. He could have as high as 200% attack and defense, or as low as 100% attack and defense, right? Because he has two separate 50% procs to give him 50% damage and 50% defense. So at max, he'll have 200% attack and defense with very, very top tier stats, by the way. Over 17k attack is very good for a TUR, and 12,000 defense is like LR level right there. So that's super good. Gotenks has really good stats, and then again, you toss him 200% attack and defense, and yeah, he's going to be nuts. For example, if he super attacks once, which we're going to do, his defense is going to be 200k. If he then super attacks again, his defense is going to be like 300k, and then he potentially could super attack a third time, and his defense is going to be like 450k. I think that's the way it would work with multiple super attacks. Okay, there's an additional, and then he could still do a third attack as well, because he has a medium chance of launching an additional super attack, which is a 25% chance. And then he also has a 70% chance to stun as well. Like, Skinny Boo and Super Saiyan Gotenks, they really are quite good. You know, it's not as in your face as say Cooler or Beerus, right? Where it's you look at them and you're like, wait, shit, okay, hold on. These units are going to be just ridiculous. What is Gotenks? Wow, okay. One Doopy's at 119k. He's getting no defensive support, by the way. Because Pan is only a buff for AGL units, and then Bra only buffs attack. So, I mean, this just goes to show you how impressive this Gotenks is going to be. I don't think we'll be able to hit turn 7 here to transform into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Normally, I feel like I would probably cut right about now, but I'll keep going because, you know, this Gotenks, the Super Boo boss is so weak, so mid, so disappointing. But this Gotenks boss, you know, the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is very, very tanky, kind of like the other Gotenks events. It's sort of, you know, built the same way. So, you know, that's what's weird is the Super Boo event, like, the transforming STR Super Boo Dokkan event is better than the Tech Super Boo event. Like, I don't really know what they were thinking with that one, to be quite honest. All right, I'm going to give this super attack right here to Great Saiyaman, just because we haven't, you know, gotten to see too much of him here. And I'm going to try and I'm going to avoid a super attack with this kid Gohan, just to see if we can get to a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Again, this guy is very good right here. He is very, very good. So I would not really sleep on him if I was anyone. You know, he'll definitely be able to impact teams very positively. You know, especially, you know, as long as there's other Buu Saga units, which isn't really tough, you know, because the Buu Saga at this point is, I mean, is it the third biggest category or something like that? Like, it's close. Because now, you know, we just got, what, like, 5 new TURs for the Buu Saga team, plus then 2 Awakenings for the Goten and Trunks. Yeah, because we got Gotenks, Super Buu, we got the Ultimate Gohan, we got the base Goten, and then we got the Angel Goku. All new TUR units we just got for the Buu Saga team. The Buu Saga team, of all the different, like, Saga categories in the series, probably would eventually become the biggest. Wow. We are going to get Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks here. Okay. All right, now, unfortunately, this is not my rainbowed Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, but we'll still get to see him. Now, at this point, once you go to Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and once you go to Super Buu, these units, they're like as strong as, like, top 5 LRs in the game. Like, they're that level of power. Now, Gotenks' defense will go down initially right here, but he does greatly raise defense for 3 turns on super attack. He greatly raises attack for 3 turns on super attack, and he has a 70% chance of doing an additional super for 4 turns from the start of turn. So the damage that this Gotenks is capable of doing is rare. I will say it is rare, the amount of damage that this Gotenks can bust out. Like, you know, we're talking, he can match output of, like, LR Tech Broly or something like that, depending upon the rotation. He just gets ridiculously powerful, and he gets a lot stronger as he's multiple super attacking. We only got to see 1 super attack right there, but, you know, that was a good showing, I think, for Gotenks' team. All right, guys, so now we're on the Fusion/Movie Hero team, where, of course, this Gotenks is going to work good. Gotenks is going to work good with any other Gotenks unit. I think he's actually going to look pretty solid. So here we have him with the Super Saiyan Gotenks. Now, honestly, I do feel as though we could get an upgraded version of both Super Saiyan Gotenks and Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I know, like, this physical Super Saiyan Gotenks is really good, but, like, I just feel like we could do even better. And then same thing with Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I do feel like we could do better than them as well, but the physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks EZA will probably cover exactly what I'm asking for. I think that physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks EZA, I think, has the chance to be like one of the strongest units in the game. I mean, really, we could say that any of the 10 120% leads, they could just decide to make the best unit in the game. Like, all 10 of them, I think, very easily could be. So, like, you know, let's say Kid Buu, for example, right? If they gave him just, like, 250% attack or something like that, then they give him, like, 100% defense, and then he gives himself, like, 3 ki at the start of turn, like, that Kid Buu, you know, because I want to, what does he do right now? Let me pull Kid Buu up just real quick right now, because I know he gets a ridiculously high attack number, but he struggles with ki and he doesn't have any defense, but he does also heal, right? Yeah, so he gets 100% attack at the start of turn, plus 70% attack when HP is 30% or above. So if they bump that up to maybe, like, again, like, I don't know, 150% attack, and then the extra 70% when HP is 30% or above, then let's say he gets 100% defense, and then he gives himself 3 ki at the start of turn, plus his stats buffs, which would have him around, I think, 18k attack, and, you know, maybe close to 11k defense. You know, that Kid Buu would become just a juggernaut of a unit, for sure. So it would be very interesting to see things play out, how they're going to do it with the 120% lead EZAs. Some of them barely need anything, right? You look at Kid Buu, and it's like, man, I really do want them to do a lot for him. But then you look at, like, AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or Physical Cooler, and it's like, dude, they need, like nothing. Like, you know, Cooler and Vegeta, you just give them the stats buff, and then maybe they raise, like, attack and defense for 3 turns or something like that on super attack, and then that's it. Like any more than that, and they become, like, too powerful. So it's gonna be, like, because physical, both AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Physical Final Form Cooler are incredibly good units right now. 2.9 is pretty good, by the way, considering that his defense can get, like, over 300k depending upon the situation. That's pretty good. Like, this Gotenks is a very, very solid unit. I'm excited to test him out in Super Battle Road. I mean, you know, with all the defense he gets, to where potentially he could take double digits, I think, even on Extreme Super Battle Road, and also, well, from normals, and also he has a 70% chance, 70% chance he has to stun, which is, like, you know, that's, like, one of the most powerful things you can do in Super Battle Road. So I'm definitely very, very anxious and excited to test out this Gotenks in Extreme Super Battle Road. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on to the next team now. All right, so now we are on the Last Resort team, where, you know, Gotenks is going to work, I think, very well on the Last Resort team. There is a lot of great units over here that we're going to be able to use, right? Especially if you run Vegito. Vegito is easily a better lead for this team. Basically for one reason, right? You run double Vegito as your team, like your leader and friend, and then you could run Supremo Pie of Time on the team. And, you know, she is maybe the best support type unit in the game. She's, I mean, at least in the discussion, for sure. So, you know, you got her on the team. You could do Topo, you could do Turles, you know, and then the rest you could just run, like, OP fusions, and you're good to go. So, oh my god, dude. This Gotenks, like, he's at 166k at the start of turn. He gets 50% when he supers. So after he super attacks, he's at 240k defense. I mean, that's definitely double-digit damage in Super Battle Road. This Gotenks might be one of the better units in the game for Super Battle Road, maybe. Or Extreme Super Battle Road. I would need to see, right? But 70% chance to stun, along with double-digit damage from normal attacks, is called go, go, go. Okay, so right there, he's over 300k defense now. Like, I mean, at that point, he's maybe taken, like, 100k damage or, you know, 150k or something like that from supers on Extreme Super Battle Road. Like, you know, this Gotenks, like, this is double digits right here, for sure, right? Yeah. Yeah, sure is. You know, Gotenks, it's... A lot of it is RNG, right? You know, like, if you can get multiple super attacks, if all those 50% procs actually go through, right? A lot of that does matter, but, you know, if things roll, like, if the dice roll in your favor, Gotenks can look very, very good. I think Gotenks is probably easily going to be better than Boo in Extreme Super Battle Mode. I've already used Boo in Extreme Super Battle Mode, and he was okay. Like, he's solid, right? You know, you can stun with him for that turn. You can, you know, he does seal. I think we're gonna one-turn this Goku too, by the way. Damn it. So I only got like one. We only got what, one rotation with Gotenks, because like the teams, the units to use with some of these like this Gotenks are like so good. All right, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna one-turn this Goku. I'm not gonna give as much key as I can to the fusions, but let's see. I mean, this is a ridiculous turn right here, obviously. So we're gonna get at least 5 super attacks on this turn. Both Vegetos will super twice, and then Gogeta will super once. And then potentially, you know, we could super attack 8 times on this rotation. Plus, Gogeta would have a normal. So, you know, obviously, and this, see, yeah, it's over. It's over because Gogeta is super effective against all types. 3 million attack stat. See you later, Goku. This is what the last resort team looks like, by the way. You know, now Gotenks is added to it. You know, Blue Kaioken Goku, the new one, was added to it. Again, you have Turles, you have Supremo Pie of Time, you have Topo, you have all the Vegetos, like the AGL Super Vegeto, Physical Super Vegeto, like, they're all on here. The last resort, this is another reason why, you know, it's like, you know, Gotenks signature pose, you know, Tech Boo, Majin Power, like, you know, neither of those are really that impressive, honestly. But then we start talking about the LR Blue Fusions and their team for the anniversary, the last resort team, and that's like a must-have category, must-have team. So, all right, guys. So I wanted to get another couple of rotations on the last resort team since we didn't get too much last time. So here's Gotenks. We of course have him with, you know, the blue fusions. I mean, we're just gonna see the blue fusions constantly, right? What's Gotenks' defense right here? 90. I mean, dude, that's so turn 1. He could start out at 97k defense, but after he super attacks, he's gonna be close to 150k. So, like, that's really good. Like, even in Extreme Super Battle Mode, 150k defense, like, he's gonna take damage for sure, but it's not gonna be as bad as it could be, right? So, I do like this Gotenks, man. You know, these are units that the more I use them, the better they feel to me. That's good. That's a good thing. I like when a unit info comes out and maybe it's like, oh, they're okay, and then the more I use them, I'm like, oh, okay, I see what Akatsuki was going for here. I like this a lot. And I feel that way about both the Boo and Gotenks. I think Boo is basically just a slightly better version of Zamasu, more so. Gotenks, though, does feel a lot different than Trunks to me, which is good. Okay, so, oh, you know, we have transformed Turles. Sure, let's go ahead and give him a turn. We'll probably get one more rotation with our boy Gotenks next turn. And then after that, let's just go ahead and start taking a look at Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, right? I'll do it just like I did the other Boo and Gotenks videos, where I'll go into the Legendary Goku event. That's pretty much what we're going to have to do, right? Get to turn 7, use the active skill, transform into Super Saiyan 3, and then everyone gets out of the way as Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks just sets records with how impressive he can be. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is like, you know, yeah, him and Super Boo, like, you know, the question was posed, like, if Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Super Boo, like, if they were start of turn units, would they be the best units in the game? And it's like, if they started out as Super Saiyan 3 and Super Boo, it's like, yeah, they might be. I mean, I don't know, maybe the Blue Fusions would still be better, but, like, it's worth a discussion at least. Like, I think Piccolo is still in that class as well, by the way. Piccolo doesn't really do the same damage that all these other units do, but Piccolo is untouchable once he transforms. So, now one other thing I do want to point out right here. Can I? No, I don't think I can. I wanted to get the 11 key super attack for Gotenks, Tech Gotenks, but we can get a 10 key super attack. That's good. What's in Gotenks' defense? 97k. Okay, so he didn't really get the extra procs then. That's what that means. Look at this team. Like, yo, the Fusion team, this new Gotenks and then LR Trunks and Goten being added to the Fusion team is so helpful. This guy does yeah, this guy, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is going to work great with this Int Gotenks because it's going to be easy for the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks to not hit his 12 key super attack. You know, if he doesn't get his 12 key super attack, he's super good. Second super attack, so Gotenks' defense could be anywhere from 250k to 300k at this point now. Like, it's crazy. I don't know. These units are super good. Like, as time goes on, some of these teams just start to look so ridiculous. All these transformation units, fusion units. Fusion definitely got a lot better after this update, I would say. Alright guys, so now we are on the Hybrid Saiyan team / Master and Student Bond team, and we'll go ahead and see our boy Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. We'll go ahead and use the active skill, transform into him. Now remember, Gotenks does have 4 turns where he's going to be a lot stronger than afterwards, because for those first 4 turns, he has a 70% chance to toss out an additional super attack, and then considering the fact that he greatly raises his attack and defense by 50%, you know, for 3 turns, that you could quickly have him with that effect active like 5 times, because he could super 3 times, or 6 times actually, because you could super 3 times in 1 turn and then 3 times in the second turn. And you know, I gave my Gotenks full additional. Mine does have full additional, so you know, with 6 of those, I mean, his attack stat by the end of that, depending upon the situation, could be like 8 million or something like that. So he could do like back-to-back 8 million attack stats, and he would have like 600k defense. Like, that's the thing. Like, Gotenks, like, he could actually be the best unit in the game if he was Super Saiyan 3 the whole time. And I would say you could probably say the same for Boo as well. But Gotenks, like, Gotenks, it's just more obvious with him, right? Because for him, it's just really big numbers, right? Both damage and like, you could look at his defense, see it's like 300k, and go, oh, he's a dirty, filthy, nasty boy, right? Whereas, like, Boo has got, like, damage reduction, and he gets extra crit from rainbow orbs and stuff like that. Okay, give me a second one. Are you kidding me? Come on. That's unfortunate. Because, again, like, we very easily could have gotten, you know, 3 super attacks right there. One day, I might try and go for that with Gotenks. Like, do the 6 super attacks in 2 turns or whatever it is. But I mean, man, that would be tough. Would be tough. We'll see. Maybe one day. But Gotenks, you know, he'll be able to rack up a lot of damage. I probably will do a run in the Legendary Goku event with the signature pose team as well. I think I'll try. I think the team is probably good enough to get it done. Like, I could run, like, physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks right here, because by the time you get to SCR UI Goku, his passive would have worn off where he reduces his own defense. He'd lose attack, but in the process, he would, you know, have more defense, so that would allow him to survive better against SCR UI Goku and, you know, among other characters and options and stuff like that. So that could be good. You know, we'll kind of see how it's going to work out. I do like the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Personally, again, his EZA, I'm a little bit more excited than some other characters. Like, Kid Buu, his EZA is cool, but, like, we're probably going to just get a better Kid Buu. I mean, I guess he could be the buff Buu, and then he transforms into Kid Buu. Like, they could do that easily, because we don't really have a good version of that buff Buu, right? That probably is what they'll do. But I think chances are good that we would just straight up get another Kid Buu unit, right? This is kind of bad. Yeah, this turned out very unfortunate, because Gotenks is not going to be able to double super attack right here. No, he's not, because this Goku has low health. I got to Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks a little too fast. When bringing this Gotenks into this event, it probably would be better off to hold off on transforming with him for quite a while, right? You do want to wait until maybe you get to at least SCR UI Goku, or potentially even Int UI Goku, because, again, he does have those turns where he's going to be busting out, you know, double and, you know, potentially even triple super attacks. So there was this Gotenks. He is a ridiculously powerful unit. Not that one. This one right here. I think he might have the best sticker animation in the game, too, right there. It looks very, very good between the lightning, his aura, and then his, like, effect, like, on, like, the middle of the screen, the way it is. Like, it just looks really good. So let me know what you guys think of this Gotenks. I'm actually a huge, huge fan. I think they did a tremendous job with him. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one.